What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to another day of holiday horror on my channel. Today we're taking it back to the 80s to talk about a classic slasher movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This movie is about a child that witnesses the horrific murder of his parents by a guy in a Santa Claus costume and his road to becoming another murderer in a Santa Claus costume. Now, this movie is interesting for a couple of reasons, and one is that it really focuses on how this kid became a killer, the things that went wrong in his life that led him on this path. He's basically not treated at all for what he went through with his parents, and he's sent to this orphanage where this Mother Superior and all these nuns, the Mother Superior basically totally ignores all of his PTSD and just like puts it on him all in front of Santa Claus and stuff and makes him sit on his lap. And then whenever the kid is bad, she just like beats him. So basically she's completely unhelpful. He always has a really hard time around Christmas and basically is terrified of Santa Claus, which I think makes perfect sense. Overall, while I was watching this movie, I was just like, wow, this is so sad. I was like really bummed for a lot of it because just no one helps this kid. No one helps him out. Like all the people, even like the one nun that like knows that better could be done for this kid, doesn't really step up to like make it happen. She's just like, hey, like, I think, like, don't make him sit on Santa's lap because of this, but, like, never actually does anything about it because she's too scared of Mother Superior. Honestly, this movie could have just been titled How to Make a Serial Killer, because that's basically what it felt like. This movie also had a lot of controversy when it came out. A lot of protesters were like, you're diminishing Santa's image, which I think is like sort of dumb. It was clearly labeled a horror film and in no way invited children audiences to be like, come watch Santa kill a bunch of people. Now let's go ahead and get to the ratings. So for the scare, I'm giving it a 4 because first of all, for it coming out in the 80s, it's pretty scary. And second of all, it's just like, it's super troubling, like a very disturbing movie in many ways. Watching this character turn 18 and become the serial killer, it's just like very disturbing. For the gore, it gets like a 3. There is a solid amount of death in this movie, but apparently if you watch the uncut version, there's a lot more. I wasn't able to find that version, but if you've seen it, let me know down below and let me know what the big differences were. For the cheese, it really gets a 2. It's not a very cheesy movie. The only thing is that they basically show me the parents' death like 1,000 times. I'm like, I get it. He saw the death. He has flashbacks. But like, I felt like I saw that scene over and over and over in that movie, but other than that, not much cheese. The overall for this movie was kind of tough for me to decide on because I didn't really love watching the movie because I just kept being like, oh my god, like someone help this kid. Like I felt sort of sad while watching it, as that I've mentioned. But it is a good movie, so I've just decided on a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. If you haven't seen it, you probably should because it is a classic 80s slasher. But there are just things in it that I'm just like, man, what a bummer. My favorite death scene was the kids that were sledding and the one kid gets decapitated and then comes down the hill and all you see is a headless body on a sled. It is pretty fun. The most disappointing moment for me in this movie was the ending. I just felt so bummed because he went through all this, he finally goes to the orphanage and he wants to kill Mother Superior, which like I totally get, and was the only person in this movie that I was like, yeah, you know what, take her out. But then of course she's the only one that really gets to live and they kill Billy and I'm just like, yeah man, like that sucks. And as I feel about a lot of 80s horror movies, just too many boobs, just too many unnecessary boobs. I'm just not into it. But yeah, I think that's it for me. If you guys have seen it, let me know down below. And if you've seen the sequels, let me know. I haven't seen any of them yet. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow and have a nice scream. Bye!